Are you an avoidant little bitch? Guess what? So was I, and I've recovered. If you have relationship anxiety or relationship avoidance, I have gathered some information for you that will change your life. I read a book about relationship OCD, and you don't necessarily have to have OCD to actually like find this stuff helpful, but it is helpful if you are an avoided person. I genuinely need this list to survive, and I go back to it all the time. At the beginning stages of my relationship, I struggled every single day with rumination and overthinking about my relationship and if it was good enough, if I was good enough, if I even liked him, just like the dumbest things you could ever come up with in your brain. And my brain was always constantly trying to trick me and tell me that like this is not working because it was too good for me. I wanted to start by listing all of the cognitive distortions that can happen to you when you do experience relationship OCD. So here they are. And if you relate to any of them, I do have the counter arguments to every single one. So all or nothing thinking, either it's good or it's bad. I'm in love or I'm not in love. You leave no room for any type of gray area. And newsflash, that's not how fucking life works. The whole fucking shebang is gray. Everything you do is gray area. The response to this that I use, just because this happened doesn't mean worst case scenario. Just because he said something about his ex by accident doesn't mean he misses his ex, you know? Like, that sort of thing. Like, we don't need to jump to any, like, conclusions. Like, we don't need to be silly, okay? That's dumb. The second one is catastrophizing. You could also just call that spiraling. That is when you spiral into, oh, and then this will happen, and then that will happen, and because that's happening, that will happen. And you always see the situation to its worst extent. Like, you always see it to the worst. So this is, I cannot predict the future, and no matter what the outcome is, I know I'm strong enough to deal with it. Like, I don't need to know the future because no matter what, like, I can put up with this bullshit, you know? Like, I've got it. The third one is emotional reasoning. And emotional reasoning is the fake intuition or like gut feelings you get about something. So it's like when you don't have butterflies for a boy anymore and you're like, well, that means like I'm not interested in him anymore. Or like you have a thought that's like, oh, he's kind of like gross right now. And you think that that's like true when that's just like fake intuition. Like that's just a thought. You don't have to like make these thoughts like true. My response to this is just because I feel something does not make it true. And that's one thing I struggle with a lot because a lot of the time when I feel something, it is true. And I think it's important to know that things can be true and they can also be wrong. Like your feelings are true because you're feeling them, but they don't make sense. They're illogical. Your feelings are feelings, not facts. They have nothing to do with reality, just a feeling. Your intuition is just like a thing. Like it's not like proof of anything. It's just sometimes your body can be wrong about a situation. It can be wrong about a thing. Your initial reaction can be wrong. You can be wrong. Okay, guys? I know nobody likes to hear that, but you can be wrong. You can be wrong. The next one is perfectionism. We all have a little bit of this, don't we? So one of these things is should or must have statements. So it's like, I should be feeling this way, or I should feel better about this, or I should be more in love. And that's like, what? And you think that things have to be 100% all of the time. Like if you are functioning that way, that's not how anything in your life has ever worked. My response to this, if you hold someone to this unbelievable standard, then you're always going to want someone new. You're always going to fumble. You're always going to look for a different relationship because nobody is ever perfect. And if you judge a guy or a girl based on one thing they do, and that's all that they are to you, imagine somebody doing that to you. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. No one is 100% perfect. Good enough is good enough. And people don't understand that good enough is good enough is not settling. Because if you consider settling not getting perfection, then you're going to settle for everything for the rest of your life. You're always going to be settling. 100%. Always. And sometimes good enough is just good enough. Like, you don't need better. Like, you have the good thing. Like, don't be that person that's like, I'm greedy and I want everything that I could ever have, you know? Don't be that gal, you know? My last one is comparison. I'm looking at you. I know what you're doing. This one is very important. I always compare my relationship to others because I'm like, why does he not post me as much as this guy posts his girlfriend? And you know what? You know what I have to say to that? You have no fucking clue what this other person's life looks like. How many times have you been fucking out of your mind miserable and your Instagram feed still looks fantastic? You've been out of your mind miserable, depressed for like months on end and nobody knows. How many times can we count this happens? All the time. We can count it all the time. So nobody else is perfect. Nobody's relationship is perfect. Do you think that my whole Instagram feed knows how many fights me and my boyfriend have got into? No. I am an oversharer though. So like maybe, but like no, you know? The last one is mind reading. And the solution for this is I have no idea what somebody else is thinking. And I'm overestimating how much they're thinking about me. Do you know how often you're thinking about somebody else? Like never, never. You are thinking about yourself for a majority of the day. And if you're not, then that's weird because we are egocentric little beings. And like most of the day I'm thinking like, what am I going to do with my day? I'm not thinking about like, what is like Evan doing with his day? You know, I'm just thinking about me. Like nobody is sitting there thinking about you like scouring their brain like every second of the day. And even if they are, you can't know that. Like you can't possibly ever know that if that's true. So just like shut up, you know? Here, lastly, I have some tools for acceptance. Oh, also peep the nails. They're so cute. I have some tools for acceptance at the end. Number one is leaning in. Relationship anxiety and relationship OCD acts like a big fat bully. So my strategy oh, by the way, I am kind of summarizing this girl's book. Like I'll put it on the screen. Like this book was really helpful. And these are like the tactics I learned. So don't sue me because I am giving you credit. I learned all these in therapy, by the way. So when your brain is bullying you, the solution is to be indifferent. Like play dumb, like make fun of it. Like essentially you're bullying your brain back. And it's really fun to do actually. When your brain is like, Kinsey, like you don't really like him, just be like, yeah, you're right, I fucking hate him, he's such a fucking loser and he's such a cuck, and then like play into it, and then you're like, that's dumb. Like what like you're exaggerating your own thoughts to make them look ridiculous. Like you're actually bullying your own brain, and it does work. Like psychologically you're like, oh my god, that was the dumbest thing I ever said. It's like when your brain is like, oh my god, you're such an evil bitch. Just be like, yeah, I am. I'm the most evilest fucking bitch. Call me fucking Ursula, you feel me? The second one is naming the thought. Thought son or thought. Instead of repeating a thought to yourself as it's a fact, tell yourself that I'm having the thought that I'm not good enough. Not I'm not good enough. Don't say it as like a statement. Don't say like I'm not good enough. Just say like I feel like I think that I'm not good enough. Cuz that makes it doesn't make it true, you know? Like it's not manifesting it to be true. It's just saying like I think that, you know, like I'm having the thought that I'm not good enough. It's not like I am that thing. It's just like I'm a person who has thoughts, and that's one of them. And then it really lessens the impact of it for me. The last one that I find very interesting is to always promote your own, categorize your thinking as helpful or unhelpful. That is has always been very helpful to me because it's, you know, helpful. But yeah, if you categorize your thoughts into two lanes as like, is this productive or is this not productive? Then your brain is like, why am I thinking this other thing if it's unproductive? And I know this sounds a lot easier than it is, I know. Because for a while when I made this list, I was like stressing. I was like, oh my god, like I forgot part of the list. That means like I'm not going to remember. And that means like I spiraled like thinking about the damn list, you know? But eventually you just remember. Like you don't need the list. You just do the things automatically. I sincerely hope that this helped you in some way or another. And if it didn't, go fuck yourself.